Thank you, Mr. Cruz, for the nice introduction. The Vice Presidents of the University, Dr. Baquilot and Dr. Anapta, the campus administrators, Dr. Kabakaba of Salcedo, Dr. Anura of Maidolo, Dr. Bidiso of Canavid, and Dr. Pagakpatan of Giwan. Our guests from other agencies, we have from the Division of the City of Borongan, Superintendent Judith Boco, Supervisor Madame Vinyas, from PIA, Mr. Candido, Father Dale of the Diocese of Borongan, Dr. Salazar of DNR, Board Member Suyot representing the good congressman of the Lone District of the province, Congressman Benty Cardone, Ms. Cora Pasada representing the City Mayor of Borongan, our partners from the different barangays within our service area, other deans of the different colleges, directors, faculty members, staff, students, ladies and gentlemen, good noon everyone. Today is my birthday as the university president, and I'll be giving you what have we together as a university has achieved for the past year. I am not used to a prepared speech, but I cannot do otherwise. I might not be able to enumerate what I am supposed to enumerate. So allow me to really to present to you what we have done in the past year. Anyway, you can just read along, everything will be flashed on the screen. Again, good noon everyone. Time flies so fast that without many of us noticing it, I am already a year old as president. 1 year may still be impossible for me to achieve what I want for the university. But I wish I already have laid the foundation for a better and greater Eastern Samar State University. I do not claim honor and prestige that I am the sole engineer of the developments we have made for Eastern Samar State University, but these are products of concerted efforts of all the stakeholders of the university. In retrospect, allow me to present to you the notable accomplishments that the men and women behind the operations of the university have done. Upon assumption to office, after the cloud9 feeling has subsided in me, I went around to all the campuses of the university. We talked, and I listened to all your wishes, suggestions, needs, grievances, and felicitations. In those rounds, I gained meaningful insights on what to do with the university. To put things in order, the academic and administrative council members assembled at Hasnin Beach Resort to craft a 5-year development plan. It was such a tiring and tedious process, but efforts paid off because the output is now the major template of the activities we undertake. In that plan, notable changes in the management of affairs of the university were made. Notable of which are the following. Number 1, revision of the university vision, which is now a synergistic multi-campus university, producing value-laden graduates who are proactive in promoting the economic prosperity and global competitiveness The new vision emphasizes the synergism among campuses for us to complement with one another so that we will have more impact in the clienteles we serve. Our campuses should not compete with each other, but should find a niche in order to create a brand truly their own. Another thing that we would like to emphasize in the vision is our trust in our graduates, that they will promote economic prosperity among themselves and in their respective communities. This is in answer to the mandate of President Aquino's social contract with the Filipinos. SUCs, or state universities and colleges, are supposed to help alleviate poverty among the vulnerable Filipinos. Another thing that we have done in the planning process is the organizational restructuring. The members of the councils saw it fit to restructure the organization. Notable change was the trimming down of the vice presidents to 2, which used to be 3 in the past. As level 3 institution, we are just entitled to 2 vice presidents. This move redounds to savings in rata and salary adjustment for the 3rd vice president. The colleges were also organized. The CAS, or the College of Arts and Sciences, was long approved by the Board of Regents, but was not functional. This time, CAS is already in place. The post-secondary programs will be separated from the College of Engineering and Technology and will be named the School of Technology. The HRRN and tourism programs will compose the new College of Hospitality Management, and the computer and IT programs will compose the College of Computer Studies. In the external campuses, nomenclature has to be updated too. Their academic departments are now elevated to college status, and the department heads are now named deans. This move changed the morale and job satisfaction of the designated faculties, thus improving productivity in the workplace. The third one, the thing that we changed in the plan is improving instruction. Teaching, as you all know, is a primary business in the university. As such, this should be given our topmost priority. Excellence is not a mantra in the university. It is not enough that the educatable youth have access to education, but rather should have access to quality education. And what are we doing to achieve this? First, curriculum in each program were checked against CHED standards. After complying with the suggestions, 90% of our curricular programs are now CHED compliant. Thank you to Dr. Larasigan for the efforts relative to this. Second, we continue submitting our programs for ACOP accreditation. By year end, all programs at the university should be ACOP accredited, at least at the main campus. The advantage of accreditation is that when your programs are accredited, that means your standards are in place. Third, ESSU is now following the outcomes-based education. It may not be an easy shift to OBE, but at least we are now moving towards that direction. For a start, a seminar on OBE syllabus making was conducted in all campuses to harmonize our course syllabi. And this was done by our LaSalle scholar, Dr. T.B. Joby Magayan. Thank you for this. Fourth, we now give 4 major exams every semester. This will give the student little time to relax, because every now and then they have an exam to attend to. Fifth, a stricter selection and retention policy for students, especially in the priority programs, are now being practiced by the different colleges. A GPA of 85 is required for all new entrants for board programs. Number 4 is our performance in licensure examination. This is a very important indicator of the kind of education we provide to our students. The results of licensure exams is a reflection of the quality of instruction at the university. Last year, our BE passing percentage was noticeably higher than the national passing percentage. This is true in all campuses. Nursing results was impressive, which was also higher than the national passing percentage. We also have passers in the BS Ed, civil engineering, electrical engineering, accountancy, agriculture, and LLB programs. But we still have to intensify our efforts to improve the passing percentages. I am personally proud that at least we always have passers in almost all the programs. Perhaps this could be one reason why we now have 14,388 students across campuses compared to 11,711 last year. Somehow, this could be indicative that our reputation as an academic institution is improving. The 5th thing in the development plan is our faculty development program. We will not grow beyond the limits of our faculty members. Thus, the need to develop our most important resource, the faculty. The younger faculty members are encouraged to study their MS or PhD in reputable universities. As of now, we have 3 PhDs at LaSalle, 1 at UST, 1 at the Mapua Institute of Technology, 1 at the Philippine Women's University, 1 at ESSU, 1 at PUP, 2 MS students at UP Los Baños, and many others in Cebu, Tacloban, here at the Eastern Samar State University. Seminars and trainings are open to all faculty and staff. Unfortunately, this should not be viewed as just attendance in seminars and trainings, but rather as an input to the development of the faculty. What happened after the seminar or the training? Did it contribute to the improvement of your teaching function? We should be results-based or outcomes-based. Number 6 in the development plan is modernizing our facilities. In order to keep up with the changing times, ESSU should modernize its educational facilities. Classrooms should be improved. They should be installed with orbit fans. Learning is difficult in a humid environment. We already have ordered enough of all the classrooms. Within the following months, they should arrive and should be installed. Monoblock chairs will also arrive soon after several months of complying with the procurement process. Teachers' tables to replace with lecterns. It is unsightly for an instructor sitting down while teaching. Whiteboards were also installed as an option to the unhealthy chalkboard. Flat-screen TVs were installed for ComSci and IT students. More LCD projectors will be purchased to augment the existing ones. Laboratory facilities for HRRM students are long overdue. They deserve to have at least the minimum laboratory facilities. They should arrive the soonest possible time. Engineering is already a recipient of a grant from CHED amounting to 9 million worth of laboratory equipments. IT facilities for ESSU's MIS are in the pipeline. The ICTC people are now in the process capability. I already had initial talks with DBP officials on how students could possibly pay their tuition fees directly to the bank so that this would ease the queue of the admin building. This just need a good internet service to accommodate my request. Number 7. Improving our research, development, productivity. Research is the hallmark of a university. Otherwise, you don't deserve the university status if you don't engage in research. For us to be truly deserving of the university status, at least 20% of our faculty should be actively involved in research. As of now, we just have 11 externally funded researches, 7 from the main campus and 4 from Salcedo. To me, this is a good indicator of our good reputation as a research institution because funding institutions have confidence in our capabilities. There are 33 locally funded researches, which I also appreciate. But then, let us all look for external funds because this is the only way we could fast-track our development. On research dissemination, 19 papers were actually presented or published in journals. As to our own publication, the Eastern Summer Research Digest, the next issue will be prepared by Salcedo will soon come out of the press. The succeeding volume will be prepared by ESSU, and after which we will apply for recognition from CHED. To improve our capability, ESSU Salcedo sponsored the very successful National Seminar Workshop for writing research papers for publication. Thank you to Dr. Kabakaba and Dr. Apilando for spearheading this activity. The seminar was endorsed by Commissioner Patricia Licuanan herself. CAMS has also sponsored a lecture seminar on biotechnology in chicken, wherein the speaker, Dr. Marcos Valdez from UP Los Baños, is a NAS awardee. And to facilitate ownership of our own intellectual property, an intellectual property rights office is created and soon will cater to our patenting needs. Dr. Simpson and Dr. Mrs. Fuentes will man the IPR office. Number 8 in our development plan and some that we have achieved is widening our extension reach. The university is not an ivory tower. It is one of our mandates to reach out to the less fortunate through extension activities. That's why our partners from the barangays are here. The entire province should be our service area, and to reach out the huge population, all colleges and campuses were assigned to different municipalities. We now have started linkaging with LGUs to keep us started in the different extension activities we will be conducting. The non-wash tea production of Dr. Alura is gaining popularity among our clienteles. The Compar project of Mr. Dominic Laderal is also well received by the people in San Julian. The native trees of Dr. Padit of Salcedo will be broken in school and will be implemented province-wide. The IT training of the College of Engineering and Technology of Mr. Afable and Mrs. Kilonia was successful in San Julian. The Kindle project of Dr. Marasikan and COED is very helpful to teachers and students, while the FIT Center, managed by CANS through Dr. Simpson, is improving the farming practices of farmers, selected municipalities that have fields. Number 9 is on environmental concerns. Eastern Samar is disaster prone, and as our commitment to our people, we should all be advocates of managing our environment. To institutionalize our works toward environmental concerns, we created the Center for Environmental Governance and Climate Change Adaptation, headed by Forester Keke. The Center coordinates all researches, extension activities, lectures, awareness campaigns, and other related works. We also provide significant inputs to the planning process of the Climate Change Commission and the provincial DRRMC. We have a linkage also with the DNR for a more collaborative effort. Number 10 is on infrastructure development. Last year, the major activity the university has gone through was the hosting of the regional Squaw Meet, and this was chaired by Dr. Manlapas, our sports director. I think it's still clear for everyone the very successful hosting of ESSU. As such, several infra projects were conducted despite the absence of capital outlay from the government. A mini grandstand was constructed courtesy of the PIGA of the good Congressman Benty Vargone. Buildings were repaired and repainted. 4 kiosks are still being constructed in between the multipurpose hall and ICTC. Medyo maihan. Paglulumutong na itong kiosks. And the plant box was constructed near the College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences. All this will serve as a shed for bigger audiences every time there is an affair at the multipurpose hall, like graduation ceremonies. 2 student lounges are also being constructed for each RRN and business administration students. These structures will at the same time beautify these compound-dominated and waterlogged areas. Plans are ongoing for the drainage and eventual landscaping of the area. At the external campuses, several infra projects are also ongoing. G1 has a new covered court. Salcedo is finishing their library. Canavi has rehabilitated a concrete road at the entrance. All these are made, McDonald has repaired some of their buildings. All these are made possible through the support from the Congressman and the STF generated by the different campuses. And I think, not to blow my horn, the most important infra project I have started so far is the improvement of our electrical system. Before, the admin building was always like Christmas, with on and off lights. After I challenged the professional competencies of our electrical engineers, Engineer Perez for that matter, they were able to come up with an acceptable solution, and I hope this will be for good. Number 11. Networking. To leapfrog even more, ESSU needs to create linkages with other agencies in order to fast-track our development. Last year, we forged a MOA with the National Nutrition Council through its Nutri-Swella program. An FM station, DYNF, was now installed at the ICTC. This is now on air 12 hours a day. Our MASCOM students are now having their practicum at that station. Asset Flores of the Department visited the station, plus other broadcast journalists from GMA and other radio networks in Manila has visited the Eastern Samar State University. I also have signed MOAs with the Department of Agriculture and the Philippine Rice Institute for a small ruminant project for Samar Island and a rice seed production project. Other projects with external funds are ongoing, like the Feeds Center by GA89 and the hatchery project of BFAR, which will soon rise to the left of the multipurpose hall. Number 12 is the improvement of our value system and its spirituality. It is not enough that we achieve academic excellence in all our undertakings. What is important is to inculcate the right values among our students and all other stakeholders of the university. To achieve this, we continue celebrating masses almost every week. The bishop has already celebrated at least 4 masses in the year in review. We co-sponsored with Our Lady of Mount Carmel Parish the Pentecost celebration. Religious ministry is alive in the campus with our chaplain, Father Ryan Lopez, and our religious sisters as spiritual advisors. To concretize the spiritual life in the campus, a chapel will be constructed soon. I have assigned the assistant to the President, Dr. Obon, to spearhead the construction of the chapel, and the funds will be sourced out from benevolent donors. Number 13 is our social-cultural activities by students. ESSU is already known for its rich social-cultural training among its students. The Karasikas is already a household name in the province. The Saurug of Salcedo has already reached ABS-CBN in the request for excellence in the performing arts. Thank you to Mr. Kirante for this. Even our instructors are instant entertainers during the nightly activities before town fiestas in all the municipalities where we have a campus. To strengthen even more our cultural life, ESSU will soon create the Samaran Culture Center. I have talked with Dr. Jonas Palada, and NCAA is willing to make Eastern Samar State University the regional center for culture and the arts, which will cater to all things related to culture and the arts. Number 14, our general administration. The officials of the university that compose the general administration are guided by the 2 other core values of the university, which are integrity and accountability. Every employee is held accountable for whatever action they take relative to their job. Although many of us are disappointed with the performance-based bonus, I still believe that the performance management team has done their best. This is chaired by Dr. Batilon, has done their best in making ESSU among the early qualifiers in the giving of PDP. We may not be able to satisfy everyone, but as the saying goes, we cannot please everybody. On human resource development, ESSU has been level 2 revalidated by the Civil Service Commission November last year, courtesy of Ms. Abenis, our HRNO, which means that there is indeed meritocracy and excellence in the human resource management of the university. The President, therefore, can take final action on appointments. On hiring of new lecturers, Deans are given the authority to select their would-be lecturers on the condition that they hire the best and the brightest among the applicants based on documents and their demo teaching skills. Not to blow our horn, I can proudly say that ESSU has the best collection of minds, at least in the province of Eastern Samar. Not to disappoint people from Tete, it just so happened that we are from the under. For the non-teaching personnel, I hope there would be new items that will be available so that more JOs would be given items. We actually have so many job order employees, which could actually be impossible to be accommodated in so a time in the bureaucracy considering the rationalization efforts being implemented by the national government. On the financial management of the university is as always in good condition. We have with us the director for FIMO, Mrs. Opina, who is so efficient and effective in her work. Many of you would like to get financial support from the university with so much ease that sometimes I feel you take advantage of my vulnerability. I am happy that we have people at the finance unit who are there to do their job with integrity and accountability. Other accomplishments or changes we have made. You do not achieve greatness because of a single deed you have done, but because of the many little good things that you have done. For ESSU, there are so many little good things that our faculty and staff have done, which when combined together will make ESSU great. We now have a faculty newsletter, the ESSU Bulletin. ESSU Bulletin is produced courtesy of Primo under Dr. Palada. We have sent several faculty for training as accreditors. 2 faculty members even made it to the top scorers in the written exams for accreditors. Dr. Lalosa and one from SOP1 made it to the top 3 examinees. One student broadcaster won first runner-up in a beauty contest in Cebu. We sponsored the regional R&D Highlight Symposium last year, which was held in the Visayas State University. ESSU got several gold medals in the regional squad meet last year, and 1 gold at the national level. The quintuple meet, which was held in Salcedo this year, was a success courtesy of Dr. Campoto. So with the University Day, which was for the first time, was held outside the main campus. We also have an ISA accreditor, Institutional Sustainability Accreditation, Dr. Rubena Capada. She was selected and is one among the 6 accreditors in the region, and 22 were nominated but only 6 were chosen. In closing, in closing, I am happy I survived the first year of my presidency. It has not been easy, but because of the support of my vice presidents, Dr. Baculod and Dr. Anakta, the administrators of the different campuses, the deans, the directors, the program heads, faculty members, lahat ng faculty members, palakpak naman dyan. No matter how never-heard you are, I know you are the unsung heroes of the university. The staff, the students, where are the student leaders? Yesterday, I wrote a note to Dr. Katimon. Every time we have an activity, all SSC and publication staff writers should always attend university affairs. Alumni of the university, the community represented by our local government officials, my own personal family, the Lord God Almighty, for the blessings bestowed upon me, I was able to carry on with the task. Let us all continue working for Eastern Samar State University, which today I would also call ESSU. I would also give ESSU another meaning. ESSU to me would be E, excellent, S, scholastics, S, Samareños, and U, upliftment, which is excellent scholastics for Eastern Samareños upliftment. Good morning, everyone, and enjoy